Welcome, everybody, to the Music Train. This is Vessi Mink, your host tonight. I have the most exclusive episode ever. Let me get rid of this mic. I don't need this mic. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have a very special show. Somebody flew in from the UK to meet our friend Simma Down. You guys, they're in the studio. Tonight, we've got Simma Down here, just Mike, and Box Martian. You guys give it up. I'd like to give a big shout out to my sponsors, to Mr. BK Han, my partner out of Singapore with Metaverse Generation. Thank you, X, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard. Thank you so much for this platform to be doing this on. I'd like to shout out our sponsors again. And then we're going to get into a conversation with these great guys who are going on tour. They're going on a busking tour in the US. Imagine that. They're not prepared, but they're going to have everything that they need. And I want them to make a documentary. I'm going to be pushing for that. They're coming to Chicago. We're going to have a gig at a place called Bernice's on the 6th of August. Joe Ryan's going to be there. There's a lot going on. Also, there's a lot that will be added to the tour. If you find you want to get involved, definitely reach out to me at Vessi Mink, Simma Down, or Box Martian. Let's go. A shout out to our sponsors. I have one question. Are you a normie? Oh. Are you a normie?
Festy, maybe more of a festy these days.
All right, let's start with introductions. Welcome to the United States, first of all.
Hey.
Hello.
So who do we start with? We got to start with Mike, because Mike, I met first. And then, of course, Ross, you are globally known for your amazing, delicious desserts. And all the forms that they come in, including original song content live on X. I met you in Simma Down's regular music spaces that he's been hosting for a few years now, which I feel like is how all of us musicians have met, essentially. And there has been so many different things that have happened. I would just like to say thank you for being on my show, both of you. Mike, let's start with a little bit of an intro. Who are you? Where did you come from? And why are you here?
I am Mike, and I am from Jersey, and I'm here representing Simma Down. It's a production company and events company that I'm building, and to get out on the road, we're to kind of wow, I'm underprepared with words here.
No, you're not. You're perfect. You're perfect.
Yeah, we're trying to get out there and show everybody what we can do. Me. I want to show the content we can create, and you're an
events organizer. I mean, that's like you have many years under your belt, like in creating events and festivals.
I've had about 8 years of throwing parties. It's been a few years, but I'm getting back into it.
How'd you get into that?
I got into it because I liked going to the parties. Honestly, I found some underground warehouse parties in Brooklyn that I fell in love with. A lot of it created by the Burning Man scene and the people that attend Burning Man. And I really like the vibe, the artistry, the creativity and all that. And it was my vibe. So I started throwing parties and I got really into it.
And how did you meet Russ?
I've been hosting a show called Deep Notes for about a year and a half, almost 2 years on Twitter. And
on X.
Hitting my computer on X, and we've been we vibed. I liked his,
I remember
I like yours.
Well, thank you so much. I remember when you said you have to meet Ross Martin. I was like, oh yeah. He's like, Simma was like crazy for you. I mean, obviously you're now together in Jersey. Like you guys are about to get on the road and start busking your way across the United States. I think you might end up at the Shiba Sequoia Fest at the end of September.
I would love to try it for that. Yeah.
And I mean, we just planned a show at Bernice's. I mean, it's hinging on absolutely for sure happening. So that's the 6th of August in Chicago. I mean, you just called me today. So let's talk to you now, Ross. So how did you start music? What was it that brought you there?
Oh wow! So originally, I'm a session drummer. Like drums and beats was my first thing. My father was a bass player. My oldest brother was a piano player, and I wanted to play bass, but they needed a drummer in the family.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's music sort of started from there. And when I was in my late teens, I joined a band called the Silhouettes, and we did really well. We supported some really good bands, like went on tour, did some really good stuff. And then when everyone got paid, I realized I was just the drummer.
Oh.
And it made sense that it was good fun, but yeah, that's what put me on to sort of picking up a guitar and taking on songwriting. And
you're phenomenal. I mean, Sima was completely right. The first time I heard you, I was just like, I mean, I absolutely just loved you right away. You know how to build a beat, everything. I mean, you're a multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, producer, and you're also a chef.
Yeah,
which is amazing. And you're in New York.
I am. Yeah, yes, yeah. Cooking has been my something to fall back on whenever. Obviously, with England being a street performer, you get a lovely, beautiful summer, and then the clouds come in and it's all raining, and I have to go back to feeding people. So
right, which I'm sure they don't mind. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I kind of want to solo you, Sima. Can I? I mean, like, I want to solo Ross right now.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, are you ready? Are you guys ready out there? I don't think you are. I don't think you know what's going to happen.
Do some music.
Here we go. Yes, we're going to solo you. Oh. What you got for us? Ross Martin in the house. Let's go.
What should we do today? Bit of noise in the background, but we can always make do with that. Maybe a little bit too loud, but we'll work with it. So I don't have a bass with me, but we'll do it this way. I need to follow my settings, yes. I'm doing this off the best that I see, and we're just waking up today. Me and Summer, we're playing our way, just relaxing on to do. I'm thinking of things I want and different ways we say. There's different type of things that we can feel. Let's get some more things. Different type of things we say. Well, I'm moving just my way, just relaxing what we do. I'm gonna see the world just for you. Trying to find my words to think. My brain's gone to stinking. I like the things we flow. I'm gonna have to get the bass, you know. You need a little bit of bass in your life. Everyone needs that bass to find.
Let's go. Let's go.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
And you put him on the spot, too. I don't think he was quite prepared for that one.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not even set up. I was like, let's go, let's do it.
Well, thank you so much for doing that for me. That was the best.
You.
Without you, Mike, I would never know this amazing artist. And without you, Ross, I would not know Mike. I feel like we've all been together in another life somehow, somewhere, reincarnation. I feel like it's true. We've traveled. I heard that souls travel together. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's true?
Maybe. I mean, we're about to travel, so let's go.
I've just seen us flying then. I've just seen us flying there. So
why Boxed Martian?
So obviously the Martian thing came from in school spelling my name wrong, being dyslexic, and then it stuck being funny, and it was like kind of a cliche, and then I kind of started doing it on purpose, and it was the Martian thing, and obviously being and being weird with all my sounds and all that thing, and then the box. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, how did you get into making those sounds, bro?
So in school, I used to sit with a lad, and he used to always be and annoy the teacher, and he was really good at doing that. So he slowly sort of taught me these little things, and he was like, he did beatboxing, but more just funny noises. And then my ADHD took it over to progress. He
inspired you. Who is this? Who is this guy?
He's I'm not going to give his name because I'm not sure if he would like that, but he was my best friend in primary school, and we would sit there and get told off, and he was the one that when I was getting told off in the head teacher's office, he was always with me, laughing, going, hey. So
I love it. Shout out to him, the mystery man himself. This music train is always open the door. So Ross, if you ever want to do an exclusive to pay tribute to any of your heroes, definitely. This show, I should say is sponsored by Simma Down. So Simma, you got a sponsorship package coming from the music train. We're going to make you a nice little promo for your tour. Okay. And we're just really glad you're here. I have a question about what it was that brought you to X, Simma. What did
for me? Sorry,
yeah, for you.
Yeah, me. That guy. What?
Just Mike. Sorry.
X. I think when I started the NFT thing, when I got into NFTs, that's where my partner at the time was like, yeah, X is the big place where people are doing a lot of the.
I mean, you have a radio
marketing. What's that?
And you have a radio voice. I mean, your voice is very. I don't know. I find both of you have very.
So so I was doing that for a while. That partner left, and then I decided to really start hitting spaces, and I started doing them like daily. And I figured one of them I should do a music space, and that's when Deep Notes started. And one of the first episodes, I'm pretty sure you hosted it with me, and amongst a few other people. And then it went really well. We had a good time. We did some collaborations. It became one of my favorite things to do. We started doing it every week.
How many episodes? Like
I think about 80 episodes or more.
80 episodes. So in your portfolio, you have 80 episodes of like 3 to 4 to 5, 6, sometimes 7-hour episodes.
Sometimes a little bit longer. Sometimes like the shortest ones were only about an hour sometimes, but very rarely. They were always on the average around 3 hours, but more so even leaning more towards the 4 and the 5 hours, like especially there was a time period they almost always went that long.
I mean, Rocky Too Grimey's been there, Nessie the Real.
Everybody on Twitter, every Twitter musician that does Web3 for sure, and some people outside of Web3 too.
So that's like incredible. So you guys, I just want you to listen real quick here. 80 episodes of some of the greatest music that you'll ever hear live.
We used to have amongst the feature, every episode usually had at least one featured guest, sometimes up to 3 featured guests. And then we had a lot of like open mic time where we had, who knows, sometimes we had like 15, 20, 30 musicians dropping by.
Do you plan on releasing those episodes, the audio on a podcast?
I would love to. I'm not, the idea is overwhelming to my.
Maybe I can help you.
My autistic ADHD brain is like, there's, I don't know, hundreds of hours. I don't know if there's that much, but yeah, a lot more than I don't know how I'm going to end up going through it. I know this would be the easy way. You'd pick your favorite from the top of your head. You jot those down.
You go find them and Grok on X. You can just Grok. By the way, you guys, if you subscribe to X, and no, I don't work for X. I just enjoy
I can
X
grok
and
my
use
own
X.
stuff. You're
Yeah,
saying?
well, you can Grok your own stuff and you'll find it. Yeah, Deep Notes
It will
episode.
find stuff inside the episode too.
That would be very cool. I bet you that's just on the frontier. I bet you that's just a shot away.
I was like, that'd be really cool. Like,
yeah, AI. I mean, AI. Let's talk about AI now real quick. Do you guys feel that you want to utilize AI in your music and in your artistic?
Well, I don't make music, but he doesn't need it either.
For me, I think it's amazing and all this thing, but it's also what's creating us less into connecting to how we actually do things. So we're again letting something like we as humans, we love having things like that dead fast.
Well, who does? Who does though? Have you used any of the tools?
I've used them and I didn't like them. I felt that it's taking away my power to learn and actually
what did you use? Just interested.
I can't even remember the names. That's how uninterested I was. But there was other people just with like, I see stuff where you put like, you can type it in, you can do this, and people send me a track and I'm like, okay, brilliant. But then I'm like, well, then that's just defeating the human object of what we're here. I'm like, and for me, because I'm dyslexic, so that's where I use it for me to help me as a human move forward, not be lazy. And that's why I think a lot of people are going towards it. They're going, oh well, this can do it now and this can do it, and that's what's stopping people
one way to
excel forward. Like that's how I believe of like the hours and hours I've put into my music, and people going, oh, I'm doing this, and I'm going, well,
I find it's good to use for the trivial stuff, like the stuff that's not creative, like the stuff that you need to just do. It's more like, okay, I need to write up a paper or like something like I have a bunch of like maybe I have to write it. Maybe somebody wants me to write an article for my music, and I have a bunch of different parts that I can have in ChatGPT or something help me organize it, just to help it come down, and then maybe even edit afterwards. But it's a helpful tool used for certain things. I don't love the idea of using it for art or being the creative taking the creative process out of the human either.
For some people who've never had the support of, you can make art, you can create art, you're an artist. For people who are, I think it's a great way for them to blossom as an artist, to know that it could happen.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I've been writing music for, I'm not going to tell you, a very long time. And, I love to write music on the spot. I really like AI. I like Suno.ai because I just have found that I put a couple prompts in, and the song actually gets through my, sensitive. I'm like, I kind of like how it knew what I was saying. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I want to cover AI. I'm going to cover that song. You know what I mean? Which I think would be a fun twist. But yeah, I'm an organic artist though, at heart. But I really do appreciate though that
I like the idea that it helps someone break out of the box and maybe get into a creative flow.
Yeah.
I just don't like when someone starts using it, they're like, oh, I'm an artist now. You're like, wait, no, I hate to break the news to you. That doesn't make you an artist. That helps you break into your creativity and maybe understand that you want to be creative, and maybe it helps you find a style you like to do. But like,
see,
you
for
can't say
me,
you're an artist once you just put in some prompts, and like, it's just not the same.
I'm the same. For me, I believe it's taking away your artistic creativity. It's stopping you being an artist because you're letting something to all the emotions for you. So like that's where I like have my little burning sensation with music. I'm like, I love it, I get it, but we're letting a computer create the emotions that we're making, and it's so easy to, and that's obviously why it's so pronounced with it today. But
and it's pulling from everything it's ever learned is a large language model, all the music that's out there. So the collective emotional turmoil or not turmoil or whatever it is, which, some artists will not even touch it, and they're really pissed off. They're like, who's going to get credited for it, right? Who's going to get the credit? And if you think about art, sorry, I just wanted to finish.
Okay.
If you think about like, do artists get credited for their work anyway? Let's just think of like the top artists, like in every genre from the beginning of time. Like they usually didn't get so much credited for it until after they died.
There's a lot that obviously when they die, but that's the labels making more money because they go, it's like, who's going to pay him now? It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like,
there's a song.
That's the cliche thing behind it of like when artists die, it goes, they blow up. But
I need that as a song right now. Who's going to pay? Ross, are you up for it? Who's going to pay them now? Hold on a minute.
Who's going to pay me now?
Who's going to pay them now? Okay, so we're on the music train.
I like that. I like that.
I like it. That was awesome.
We can do that.
This is season 6. I'm about to spotlight this legend. I got 2 legends in the studio today. Dun, dun. Mike is here from Jersey with Ross Martin from the UK. They're about to be on a US tour together. They're going to come visit me in Chicago. Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about your tour.
All right. Well, it all started when Ross and I were hanging out in Spaces, and he was mentioning that he was coming to the US for a girlfriend's family was having a wedding in Colorado. So he was invited to be at the wedding. He then was like introduced to Pete as a friend on Spaces that was like, yo, I love your music. I'd love to support you. And I wanted him to come out and do a little gig for him and his friends out in Oregon. So he's like, I'll throw you some money. So then it was like, okay, he's coming to do a couple things. And I was like, well, I'm not doing a lot this summer. And I kind of need to get out and do IRL stuff. I mean, for the last 2 years, I spent on Twitter and social media and attached to my phone and my iPad and my computer.
Totally.
And honestly, as the person I am I did some good things and I enjoyed some of it and I enjoyed the friendships and stuff, but it's not who I am to be online and on a computer and a screen all the time. I need to be out doing things. So this is an opportunity for an adventure. I've been doing I've been talking about this idea about the Simabus for a long time, which is a bus that goes on tour throughout the summertime, going to festivals and events and meets up with our Web3 musician friends and does recordings and creates content and interviews. And so this is going to be like on my side of things, this is going to be a small side of what to show that concept a bit. And Ross wants to create a following in the US, and awesome. I want to share his music because I love his music. So this is an opportunity for help share his music, create some content, prove what I'm doing for the bus, help him build a fan base. So we're starting. He just got here. Yesterday was the first real day. He was really here like early on 12 a.m. on Saturday. So like
amazing. I had no idea.
Slept, and then we were going for coffee, and then all of a sudden we ended up in New York yesterday. We spared the moment, went to Guitar Center, bought a powered speaker for cheap, and just went to Washington Square Park and Union Square, and we were just testing the waters and did a little beatbox and got a little recordings. And so, and the idea now is to try to make some money to fund our trip through street performance and busking, depending on how you want to call that. I know some people don't know what busking is, but it's basically, playing music for money on the streets, if you don't know.
I did that in LA for 10 years.
And I think there's another one, like people that, it's like there's people out there that spare change and ask for money for nothing. They just want money. They have a sign. I think that you're out there making money by putting smiles on people's faces and giving a little entertainment is awesome. So
yes, I'd like to just interject real quick. For those of you who are listening, I just want you to listen to these gentlemen right here. If you're able to support them in any way, every dollar counts. Every donation counts to their busking tour. I'm going to be supporting too, and this is the beginning of how I'm going to be supporting.
And we're all about giving shout outs, or if you want to sponsor us a little bit.
If you want your logo, if you want your logo on their car, we can make that happen.
Yeah, you want to send me a magnet, we can get
I wear hats,
some shirts.
I wear scarves, I wear gloves.
So how can I mean, you guys are like,
how can they get in touch with us?
Yes.
Am I allowed to put my phone number on here? Or is that stupid?
Well, this is the thing. So to find, this is what are you on Cash App, Venmo, all the places?
I'm on not Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle.
And what's the name? I'm going to put it at the bottom here just so people can give.
I think on Cash App, I think I'm just Mike 1920. I'm pretty sure.
Make a donation
on should Cash be creating. We'll probably set something up for this trip, like an account that we have together.
Yes,
that's because we're teaming up for this trip. We do. Yeah, I don't know.
What's your Cash App though, real quick? I just want to put one thing here.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, one thing.
Give me something. I'm looking it up. It is me. Yes, the $sign just Mike 1920. I don't know if the dollars. I think that's everybody has a $sign. I think that's how the Cash App.
It's the $sign just me.
Just Mike.
Oh, just Mike. Okay.
Just Mike.
Make a donation on Cash App. Supporting. Here we go. I'm just gonna do this.
So while you're doing that, so we're starting here now. I mean, like as of today, this is July. What, the 29th today? Is that the date? No.
Oh, I don't remember what the date is.
Oh, we're not allowed. Oh, we don't know what the date is.
Do you know?
Sometime in July of the year 2024.
I try not to think of the date anymore.
Towards the end of the month.
I don't want to tell you the story. What made me forget about the date?
It
has to do with a rabbit. It has to do with a rabbit and a girl named Alice.
Right. So we're gonna start off here. We're gonna do some recordings in New York, New Jersey. Probably hit Jersey City up. Popular spots for performing. Maybe go to Brooklyn a little bit. See where we can find some groups of people. Maybe look for some nightlife that's like getting out at the end of the night, or even during when people like drinking, having some fun. And then we plan to like make our way towards the west along the northern states. Stopping in Philadelphia, then Chicago, then Detroit, and all those states, cities along the way. Probably stopping and seeing Vesey Mink and Joe Ryan and doing that show out there, and then continue our way across till we get to the West Coast in Seattle, and then we're gonna make our way down the West Coast, hitting through like Portland, Oregon, and San Francisco, LA. I know we have a friend that has a brewery in Santa Cruz that we plan on hitting up and doing a little gig there. He's got some family in Arizona. We'll probably stop and say hi, and then make our way through like Nashville and Texas, and all that, Louisiana. We want to go to. I've never been to New Orleans. I would love to hit up New Orleans. I would love to see what that's about. And I think that'd be a great place for him to do some music at too.
Totally.
And then to Florida, and then up the East Coast. And that's like, I don't know every exact city. We will, if people hit us up and like, hey, stop by, see us, we might veer off our trail a little bit, maybe a state away off the trail if it needs be. If it's worth going to, we're interested. We want to create content. We want to make new people. If there's any opportunity to build a fan base or anything, whatever. Yeah.
You guys are just doing it. You're like,
oh yeah, we're doing it. We're
and
just figuring it as we go along. It's a very spontaneous thing.
By the way, today is the 28th of July, guys. I didn't want to like leave you hanging. I normally pre-record the music train so that I can edit it. But I don't think I want to edit this. I think I really like how we've been flowing. I think
nobody ever edits the ones where I talk and the ones that I always say stupid shit the whole time.
No, come on. Mike doesn't know how amazing he is. Hold on a minute. Ready?
I'm fantastical.
Mike, you don't know how amazing you are. Fantastical. Mike, deep notes, Bach Martian tour. Go busk yourself some money, boys. Give it here. Hear the noise. Vesey Mink on music train. I think we're going insane.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. We need another song from the one, the only, Mr. Ralph Martin.
Another one, Box?
Yeah, let's do this one with just the vocals, no instruments, just what's going on in
I need to solo him. What do you think? Maybe just the two of you. I'm getting me out of here.
Whatever you want. You can just solo him.
Like
Give him the screen time.
Okay.
I can dance for you.
Oh yeah, you can always get the old thingies on the go, yeah, for a little bop and a bounce.
Well, different feelings you can feel in your mind. Different sounds that we can find. All my life and I play the strange things in my Well, when I was younger, my life was fine. Things I would like, I would dance on my mind. I'm thinking of selfless, some things unaware. I'm watching while I can, and I'm twirling my hair. And things we feel. Yeah, anyone can make a sound with their self of the feel. Just to feel in your mind.
Yes.
Different things.
Music train.
Yeah, we are on the music train. We're going. That's the music train. Come on, everyone. Everyone can do that.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. Well, this might be the best music train ever. I never had dancing like this. I never had you guys on this show. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. You know, I have to write a song before we go because the concept of the show was born on an app called Connect Club, and the first season, all I have to show for it are NFTs of the songs I wrote on the spot that BK. By the way, shout out to BK Han, my partner, artistic director, and the creator of the Music Train. He's like, let's do a show called Music Train. Shout out to you, Mr. BK Han. So yeah, I've got NFTs that are the actual songs I wrote on the spot, born from words of my guests. So much like your tour is starting, that's how Music Train started, and we're in season 6 now. And now it's a visual thing, which I really enjoy. So we're gonna close it out with I need a word from each of you.
Okay. Who? I'm like trying not to go too hard on it.
I'd say I'm gonna say for mine, adventure.
That's my word. What's your word, Box?
A word. Let me think. Okay. Adventure, and I was gonna say tomorrow.
There we go.
There's always a tomorrow. There's always a tomorrow.
I like it. What you got for us, Bessie?
I need a looper.
You do.
They're a lot of fun. He had me playing with it earlier. They are a good time.
Adventure and
tomorrow.
The adventures today, not tomorrow. Let's play. Yeah. The adventure's a gift. It's a thought, it's a wish, it's the dish of your dish. Woo! Once upon a time, there was a normie and a festival. They met on X and said, let's get undressed. But the normie ran away. way. He didn't want to play, so the festie took it all away. The adventure today, not tomorrow. Normies are here to stay. We're gonna have to dance with them anyway. Besties, don't get upsetty with Bessie. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. New Jersey besties, deep notes in the house, Box Martian in town, big tour buskin' to the floor, to the floor, give and give some more. This is the music train, gonna feed your brain. This is the music train, gonna feed your brain. The music train, gonna feed your brain. And you know, we're gonna have to do a recording session in my studio. Yeah.
Let's go. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
All right, that's our show for today. Episode 3 with the one and only Just Mike Simba Down Deep Notes. Beautiful man, beautiful human, giver. What an amazing guy. 80 episodes, you guys. Give to these guys. These guys are going to be in my town in just a few days. I'm going to see them. We're going to jam. Ross, I'm so glad that you came through to make this happen. What a wave of glory you are. And I love your music. I love your vibe, both of you. I just thank you for being on the music train.
Thank you for having us both here. Yeah, thank you for having us here. It's been a pleasure.
We're gonna get the US knowing what's up with us, man. We're gonna be like, yo, Simba Down and Box Martin are here, man. We're gonna come around and see you in the city and hang out, and we're gonna jam. We're gonna make some music. We're gonna film some content.
I mean, documentary. I've got like alert constantly on like when vibes like this happen, when artists come together and they go for it without necessarily the means necessarily, because some people wait till they have, I don't know, more than enough to actually do a job.
Expectations low. We're not like this way. We're not saying, oh, we're gonna make
what I wanted to say.
We're expecting anything is possible. All opportunities are on the table. You know.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying, because you have the heart, so things can start when you have that. When you don't have the heart, you're waiting for the. I mean, if you're able to make it, you should go for it. If you don't have anything holding you back.
We're both passionate about this trip and what we're doing here.
And so, are other people allowed to like join?
Of course,
yeah. Like, are they?
Like, Pete's been talking about buying an RV and joining the caravan. And hey,
oh
man,
my God,
wants to join a caravan. I mean, I don't got more room in my car, but I mean, if you guys want to bring a vehicle,
shout out to who is this?
What?
Who's
that's Pete.
Pete, shout out to
I don't know
Pete.
if we should put his last name on air yet.
If you're watching, Pete, you're a legend.
He's a legend, absolute legend.
You need to get on this show. I wish that we could have you like up here right now, but Pete, shout out to you.
He'll be forced to be on the show with us. You know,
That's amazing.
We'll do a follow up. You know.
Yeah, let's go, man. You know, we could do a regular thing. You and I talked about that before, getting your episodes actually on the music train. Now, as far as I want to pay you for that. So funding, guys, funding. Support artists, support local music, support independent artists. Don't ever give up on your art, man. It's you. It's everything you are. Craft it, manifest it, make it. Remember, you have the moment to design it. So don't ever give that away to anybody. And anything else you guys want to add before we shut her down with my dear friend?
Much love to the music train and Vessie Mink for having us. I appreciate you, Vessie. You rock, and thanks for the opportunity. And we'll see you on the road, guys.
See you on the road. Right on. Shout out to our sponsors, Tower Garden. You guys, maybe one of these days you're going to need one. Check them out. Here we go. I would like to get. Wouldn't it be great if his RV was filled with the Tower Gardens? And you have like green
people room, but yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah. I got a two-way radio link. Got a two-way radio link. I 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 got a two-way radio link, watch my heart in the sink, pushing to the edge of the brink, don't think, just keep it moving, grooving, laughing at the world, it's amusing, what you choosing, we don't have to be losing, like elephants, just cruising, my oh my, such a beautiful sight, like a radiant light, Arabian Nights.
I got two-way radio links, I got a two-way radio links, I got a two-way radio link, I got a two-way radio links, I got a two-way radio links, I got a two-way radio links, I got a two-way radio link.
Got no compass, climbing up heights, relying on senses, it doesn't make senses. Kinda crazy, am I doing it right? Or looking like Flintstones, running in splints though. Shoot over them, give it a miss, no. Composure, it can go quick so.
Yeah, shut up. I love Sick Lunatics. That's Mr. Hardistry, as you can hear him there. His brother produced that track.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
We're all Love Sick Lunatics. That's our band, guys. I wanted to also just share one more beautiful thing before. I know you guys got a lot going on, but The Great Secret by Susie Williams, she was a guest of mine just a couple of weeks ago. And this is Susie. You're going to love her. Here we go. She's like Bessie Smith meets Judy Garland. She's been doing music her whole life. And this is a poem from Hafiz, I believe, that she put to music with her crew. And she's in Venice, California, which, by the way, when you guys go to Venice, I know everybody in Venice. There's Radio Venice with.
If you have places for us to stop, let us know.
Okay, I actually got to share a couple things. So this is before I share Susie's. We'll close with Susie's. This is Michael Yost, who has a show called Radio Venice, like on the boardwalk in one of the apartments. Okay. Like essentially, you guys I could try and set it up for you that you go and you meet Michael Yost and you're on his show.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
Really cool.
This is his duo, his guitar duo. I know both these cats pretty well, and when I lived in LA, here we go. So amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah, those guys are really awesome, actually.
I really enjoyed that.
I was like entranced by that a bit.
So Michael's from Germany. Everybody check out Michael Yost. He was on my show just a couple months ago. Amazing. Radio Venice. The guitarist he's playing with also is an old friend. They're just Venice.
Where's he from?
He's from Germany, but he lives in Venice, California.
Oh, you said that.
And he's been there he's been in Venice like over 20 years. And so he's got a spot right on the beach, like third, fourth floor, and you see the ocean. And he's got Radio Venice in his apartment. And basically he brings in like everybody whenever.
That's cool. Yeah.
Musically.
I know Ross would love that. I think that'd be a great opportunity for us.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it. And then, of course, the great Susie Williams, who I've been talking about, you guys. Check this out. Oh, my gosh. And then we'll close the show.
Susie Williams.
Here we go. She just had a show called the Lit Fest in Venice, California at a venue called Beyond Baroque, which is basically like a beautiful traditional building that's just like this grand, like basically telling you everything that Venice has ever been. Basically, all the history of Venice is within these walls of Beyond Baroque, beat poet like vibes. And this is where Eric Alberg actually does sound and brings in amazing musicians. So Susie Williams and Brad Cade do the Lit show every summer. And they just had it last weekend, and they actually streamed me performing a song called Because We're Kids by Dr. Seuss from the 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. But I couldn't be there in person. I was invited to go. But instead, I made a video. They streamed it, and then they had their band playing live with me, which I haven't even seen the footage yet. But how cool is that? So this is Susie Williams, guys. Get in touch if you want to book any of these artists. They will make your events just brighter.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
God was full of wine last night, so very full of wine, that he let a great secret slip, a great important secret slip. He was so very full of wine, and he said, there is no one on this earth who needs a pardon from me, for there is really no such thing. I say that there is no such thing, for there is really no such thing as sin. The beloved, he has gone completely wild. He has poured himself into me, and I am blissful, drunk and overflowing. Oh, bring all your bottles of wine to this table divine. The earth we share, and if your cellar is there, the whole universe can drink forever from mine. And he said, There is no one on this earth who needs a pardon from me, for there is really no such thing. I said that there is no such thing, for there is really no such thing as sin. For there is no such thing as sin.
Magnificent.
That's some cool animation.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's Michael also accompanying her, Michael Yost. Amazing. You guys, thank you so much for being on the Music Train. You guys,
thank you.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in a few days. I'll see you in a few. I can't even believe it.
They're not far from now. Yep, not at all.
You're going to be here.
Let's go. Music.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Wait, do you want to close out the show, Ross?
Oh, if you want me to, I don't mind.
Would you like to?
Oh, I'll always do something like that, yeah.
All right, this time I'm soloing you.
Okay.
Mike, should I solo him or should we dance?
Yeah, solo him. I'm not going to be doing anything but staring at the screen trying to.
I like your dancing though. You can dance. I like it. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna do a bit of the old reggae in it, you know what I mean? You gotta keep it uplifting. It's Sunday, and Sunday is about being happy and chilling. So we're gonna do this.
I step out of the rush for you. There's nothing I would rather do than step out of the rush for you. There's nothing I would rather. I step out of the rush for you. There's nothing I would rather do than step out of the rush for you. There's nothing. Well, you hear me calling, yeah, you hear me calling, and something to say. You feel me falling, yeah, you see me falling, something that I wanted to play. Sing something well, I might just keep on home. Something well, I wanted to feel. Yeah, something gone down and everyone say. Something that I wanted to stay. I step out of the rush for you. There's nothing I would rather do than step out of the rush for you. There's nothing I would rather. There's something where my mind that keeps on wondering what to do. The different things I want to say, the different things I want to do. I know the love that I'm sharing on my mind. I keep on falling and I tell myself to find. And then I tell myself that I can flow until the stars, until the shine we know. And different feelings where we felt prescribed, and where the people were telling me lies. I step out of the rush for you. There's nothing I would rather do than step out of the rush for for you. There's nothing I would rather. Well, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching as well. And thank you for the lovely Vessi, the lovely Mike. This is the train keep it never going, never stops. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, I will see you in a few days' time, and we'll see more, and we'll be doing some more things. I stand for you. There's nothing I would rather do. Step out of the rush for you.